The practice of nonviolence enables one to act from a sound personal basis and an effective organizational framework. Responding from integrity creates meaningful actions and effective results. Integrity requires setting aside reflective time for discernment, speaking from conviction, and determining ways to act. And through this process, one gains a quiet sense of knowing what is theirs to do from a non-judgmental, compassionate stance.
In many parts of the world, there is a need for paths of peace to heal open wounds. There's also a need for peacemakers, men and women prepared to act boldly and creatively to initiate process of healing and renewed encounter. And then when we look at the message of peace in 2017, Pope Francis asked God to help all of us to cultivate nonviolence in our most personal thoughts and values, in the most local and ordinary situations, and in the international order. Yes, may nonviolence become the hallmark of our decisions, our relationships, and actions. So this process of being advocates really entails being messengers of nonviolence, stopping where violence is, but projecting a hope for a future that we want to be a part of. The need to work together has become painfully apparent, but the will to do so, with that struggles to be realized. St. Francis gives us some guidance on this open and truthful communication. He learned the secret of this because out of the purity of his mind, he drew his confidence in preaching, and even without preparation, he used to say the most amazing things to everyone because it was out of his integrity. And as we see a whole flock of different kinds of birds, it was a universal way that he could speak that truth. And we remember that we're all equal. So we assert what our needs are. We share what our interests are in an honest and in a wholesome way. We stand up for ourselves without denying the rights of others. And we want to encourage forthright and sensitive communication, builds on confidence and the ability to relate effectively. That's coming from our own sense of our power and our competence. Nonviolence is a life force. It's not a garment that you can put on and off because its seat in our very hearts. It's a part really of our very being. We cannot be nonviolent about one activity and violent about others. So it's a whole way of integrating ourselves and the way that we reach out to the world, and also that we attend to the well-being of our own selves. Because every human being has the right to live with dignity and develop integrally. This fundamental right cannot be denied by any country. Unless this basic right is upheld, there will be no future for fraternity or for the survival of humanity. In networking, we realize there's opportunities for reconciliation, for healing and forgiveness, and with the process of strength of nonviolence, the integrity of nonviolence. This is an imperative for us to be facilitators for change and coordinating our actions.